right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Junkies. Today we're going to talk about Marvel's response to Acetategate. Let's go. All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Junkies. It's me, your man, your boy, the four-color brother, Ken from Pop Culture Junkies, and I wanted to talk to you about Marvel's response to Acetategate. I was actually hoping to be done with this subject, but it just doesn't die. Part of that's my fault, I guess, because I'm still here making content about it, but I think Marvel's response in this whole episode is pretty important. I think for most of us, Marvel's response probably matters more than anyone else's response to this whole fiasco. So let's get into it. I'm just going to read it straight up for you. As you continue to expand your businesses, we want to thank you for continuing to explore exclusive opportunities with Marvel through our exclusive retailer variant program. Let's pause right there for a second. So if you haven't gotten what's happening here, this is actually a letter that was sent out to all the retailers, people who sell Marvel comics, who make store variants. This was what was sent out to all of them. By participating in our program, please remember that all cover artwork must be created and approved by Marvel. Once submitted and accepted, no retailer has permission to use these comics or art to create new products, edit, or change the published comic in any way. This, of course, pertains to all past and current comics. We have updated our deal sheets for all retailer variant cover requests moving forward to emphasize these points. As always, thank you for everything we do, and we appreciate your cooperation and continued support. So Marvel has clearly weighed in and said, yo, Black Flag, Clayton Crane, you guys fucked up, and you know you fucked up, and you know you weren't supposed to do this shit to begin with. CGC now is on the wrong side of this story. The actual publisher has come out and said this is an altered book. This is not what we allow with our product. Someone has altered it and added material to it. Again, goes again to reinforce the idea that this should not be a blue label book. This should be an altered green label book. You added material to a published product that wasn't there in an unapproved manner. Period. Doesn't matter if it's me getting a signature you can't verify. Doesn't matter if it's Clayton Crane stapling acetate to it. Doesn't matter who it is. This should be a green label book. Shouldn't be blue labeled. And that should be that. Update the census, CGC, and make it right. Again, my thoughts on it are pretty clear. This isn't going to be a whole 10, 15, 20-minute video on this subject. Like I said, I think it's pretty important that Marvel weighed in so that we could see what they had to say. I'm glad they're supportive of the fact that these people went out of their way to alter a published book and then sell it as if it's the same product when it's clearly not. It's despicable. It's a cheap ruse. You couldn't sell that book. That book was selling for $36 graded. 9.8 graded, $36 was the last sale before this fiasco. Why? Because they couldn't move them off the shelf. They couldn't sell this shitty book. So they had to come up with something to try to do it, and they came up with this. CGC never should have graded these books the way they did. They never should have allowed it, and now they've got themselves in this fiasco. There you have it. That's Marvel's response. I want to thank everyone for the likes, the watches, the shares. I've seen a lot of our videos on this subject posted in other places and other mediums, and people saying things like, I look at this guy's perspective. I appreciate it. So I want to thank you guys for that. Remember to hit that like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Remember to also make your subscription public so that when we get that Jim Lee X-Men #1 signed edition in, you can be entered in the raffle for free to win that book for free. That's all you got to do. Subscribe, make your subscription public. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the other side.